dynastic ambitions, and expansion. The assassination of Ali in 661 marked a turning point in Islamic history, as the leadership of the Muslim world shifted to the Umayyad Dynasty. Centered in Syria, the Umayyads transformed the Caliphate from a community-based leadership into a hereditary monarchy. They moved the capital from Medina to Damascus, establishing it as the political and cultural hub of their vast empire. Over the next 90 years, the Umayyads presided over a second wave of conquests, expanding their territory from the borders of India in the east to the Iberian Peninsula in the west, where they founded the Islamic State of Al-Andalus. However, their advance into Western Europe was halted in 732 at the Battle of Tours, where Frankish forces led by Charles Martel delivered a decisive defeat. The Umayyad rulers centralized power and sought to unify their diverse empire through administrative reforms. They adopted Arabic as the empire's official language, standardized coinage, and initiated grand architectural projects, including the iconic Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem and the Umayyad Mosque in Damascus. These achievements solidified their legacy as builders of a powerful state, but their rule was not without controversy. Tensions simmered under the surface of Umayyad governance. Non-Arab Muslims who felt marginalized harbored resentment toward the ruling elite. The massacre of Hussein ibn Ali, Muhammad's grandson, at Karbala in 680 marked a critical moment in the rift between Sunni and Shia Muslims. This tragic event became a defining symbol for Shia Islam and highlighted the dynasty's harsh measures against dissent. By the mid-8th century, growing dissatisfaction led to widespread rebellion. Opposition forces, united by shared grievances, launched a revolution that culminated in the violent overthrow of the Umayyad dynasty in 750. Most members of the Umayyad family were killed, with a few escaping to Al-Andalus, where a remnant of the dynasty continued to rule. The Abbasids and the Golden Age. In the wake of the revolution, the Abbasids rose to power in 750. Claiming descent from Muhammad's uncle Abbas, they established a new dynasty that would endure for over 5 centuries. They moved the capital to Baghdad, a purpose-built city built on the Tigris River, which became a beacon of learning and culture. Designed with grandeur and sophistication, Baghdad quickly became the largest and most prosperous city of its time, renowned for its circular layout and flourishing gardens. Unparalleled in its grandeur, the Abbasids presided over Islam's golden age, fostering advancements and achievements. They shifted focus from territorial expansion to intellectual and cultural development. Scholars translated scientific and philosophical texts from Greek, Persian, and Indian sources into Arabic, creating a foundation for groundbreaking advancements. Luminaries such as Al-Kindi in philosophy, Al-Razi in medicine, and Al-Khwarizmi in mathematics contributed works that would later influence European science and learning. Unlike their Umayyad predecessors, the Abbasids embraced a more inclusive administration, incorporating non-Arabic elements. This cultural diversity enriched Islamic civilization, but also diluted Arab dominance, something that would lead to their demise. The Muslim Schism. From the mid-9th century, the Abbasids faced increasing challenges to their authority. Local governors, empowered by the Caliphate's vast size, began asserting independence, creating rival states. At the same time, the emergence of Shia dynasties like the Persian Buyids and the Fatimids in North Africa and Egypt reflected the growing diversity within Islam. These new powers frequently contested the Abbasids' leadership, turning the once centralized empire into a mosaic of competing entities. The Fatimids, an ambitious Shia dynasty tracing its lineage to Fatima, Muhammad's daughter, established a rival caliphate. Centered in Cairo, they ruled vast territories across North Africa and the Eastern Mediterranean, promoting Shia Islam and challenging Sunni dominance. Meanwhile, to the east, the Persian Buyids, though Shia themselves, took control of Baghdad in 945. Instead of overthrowing the Sunni Abbasid Caliph, they reduced his role to that of a symbolic figurehead, effectively governing the empire from behind the scenes. This period also saw a resurgence of Persian culture. Persian dynasties adopted the Arabic script, but revived their language and traditions, leading to a cultural renaissance. Meanwhile, in the west, in Spain, the Umayyads, who had fled the Abbasid Revolution, created their own independent realm, which flourished as a center of Islamic art and science, even as it resisted the Christian Reconquista. By the 10th century, the political landscape of the Islamic world was fragmented, but this fragmentation was also a source of cultural richness. Sunni Abbasid Caliphate continued to serve as a unifying symbol of Islam, despite losing much of its direct political power. The 11th century, the echo of hooves thundered across the steppes of Central Asia, heralding the arrival of the Turkic tribes who would reshape the Middle East, North Africa, and Eastern Europe for the centuries to come. The Turks, proud nomadic horsemen, carried with them the traditions of the steppe and the ancient belief of Tengrism. Over generations,